Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie Perceptor. Thank you for watching this video, or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just to help the channel out further, or both. That is always awesome. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. First, as we normally do here on Digital Caveman Presents, let's take a look at the packaging. And on the top, we have a hook. And as you can see, my packaging took a little bit of a beating, and I think it was during the packing process, not the shipping process, because the outside box that this was shipped in was dent and ding free. So, anyway. We have a hook here, the Transformers the Movie, the Transformers the Movie Takaratomi, Transformers Generations. A nice small window showcasing some of the figure. And, you know, take it while you can, folks, because it's going to that plastic-free packaging. Anyway, nice artwork of Perceptor there, 86. He's number 11 in the series, Studio Series. Autobot Perceptor, 8 and up. Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print. Symbols I'm not going to learn. And includes figure, accessory, removable backdrop, and instructions. On this side, 8611. 86, number 11. Studio Series, and in a close-up of the artwork, he is Deluxe Class. In case I forgot to mention that earlier, and I think I did. On this side, we have a larger version of that same artwork from the front, 86. And of course, authentic. On the back, the Transformers the Movie Autobot Perceptor, Battle of Autobot City. Big screen inspired scale, detail, and backdrop. It doesn't say and, but I added it because it needs it. He transforms in 20 steps from this to this. And these are the nice product shots. Hasbro print, backdrop included. After observing a fleet of incoming enemies, Perceptor reports that a cursory evaluation of Decepticon capability indicates a distinct tactical deficiency. Or in other words, they're outnumbered. And there it is again in some other languages that I don't read. Achtung! Small parts! Don't put them in your pie hole! Small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, that thing, and the barcode. That, my friends, completes a look at the packaging. And now let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And first up, we have the handy dandy instruction booklet in those Studio Series, at least 86 colors. I don't know how the regular Studio Series colors go, and I still prefer the brighter colors of the Kingdom artwork, although these are pretty clear and colored well. As far as, you know, even though it's the darker colors, it shows pretty well what you're supposed to do. Nice illustrations and easy enough to follow. His only other accessory is this gun. And I don't know how this compares to anything else Perceptor had. I never had a G1 Perceptor. In fact, this is the first Perceptor I have ever had. So there it is. Nice. You know, a few nice molded details in there, molded in color. So no paint apps there. And let's just take a look at him. You know, he's got a nice... How do you get cat hair? You know, paint app. That's molded in plastic. Paint app. Nice Autobot tampo under here. Soft ratchet in the microscope part, I guess. The lens part. So, you know, his head folds down nicely in there. Can't really see it too bad. And that, my friends, is a look at Perceptor in his microscope mode. But, you know, since that's not really... I don't know. What I'm going to do is go ahead and do his alt mode. That's what you want to call it. That's what I'm going to call it. So you spin the legs around. No. You don't spin the legs around. You twist them around like that at his knee joint. Just like that. And then you'll move the legs up and you'll notice that there's a hole there and a tab here. And that just tabs into place. And the same on this side, tab, hole. And I just can't get it to line up. Alright, there we go. Now let's popping other pieces out. What the? Oh. There's why. That didn't turn. Or it turned too much. There we go. And right in like it's supposed to be. Then that folds in. And there you go. We've got, he's in his cannon mode, and you see he's got treads right here. To turn and move, and you can only elevate up to that much. And I guess you don't, maybe you don't have to fold that in. I don't remember. But it looks nice either way. Somebody can stand behind there and it's like a shield, I suppose. Alrighty, there we go. That was a look at Perceptor in both his alt modes. And also this pistol is supposed to connect right there. I forgot about that, but there we go. So now that's a look at Perceptor in both of his alt modes. And now let's do a few alt mode comparisons. And first up we have Kingdom Blaster and Eject. You could almost pretend, oh, I'm a slide. Look at me. Get him out of the way. And with me, as always, is Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee, and he's not lined up properly. How'd that happen? I don't know. But here we go. That's how he compares up in microscope mode with the Legends Class Bumblebee. And here we have Leader Class, Amazon exclusive alternate universe, or dead Optimus Prime. He's dead, Jim! And that, my friends, does it for the alt mode comparisons. And now, ladies and gentlemen, comes the comedy portion of our programming, where I attempt to transform this Transformer. And his gun has already moved, so... And then we will close up the slide tray, and as you can see, there's 2 tabs right there, and then 2 slots right here, and they just fit together nicely. And then you want to turn these and lower them down, spin it around at the thigh bicep there, and flip the foot out, and then we'll do the same thing on this side. Oop, turned it too far. So there we go with that. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So untab the arms, they tab right here is the tab, and they tab in right there. I don't know if you could see that or not. Then this whole piece tabs down like that, or moves down like that, and then it doesn't really tab in, and then turn this whole microscope assembly right here. And then same thing on this side for this piece, it just goes down, and you kind of spin the arm around to position, and then this is where they tab into place. Here's the tab, there's the slot, and right in place. Same thing on the other side. So tab, there's the slot, and that holds all that into position. And then right here you just flip the hands out, straighten it back up, and then we'll flip this hand out, straighten it back up, and then let's see if we can get the head into position. There we go, and it just flips up, and then you spin it around into the forward-facing position, and then Perceptor's lens can go this way, or it can go that way down his back. And here we have his weapon. It fits into his hand all right. And there, my friends, we have Perceptor all transformed. And now for my favorite part of a review, the robot mode comparison. My favorite part of a Transformers review, the robot mode comparisons. And again, we will start things off with Blaster. And he is a Voyager class Kingdom Blaster, and he's a Deluxe class. If I didn't mention that earlier, which I don't think I did. So, but he's Deluxe class, and then here's a little bitty eject. Micromaster size. And then next up we'll bring in Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee. And these older Legends class are approximately the same size as the core class figures. And finally, we have the Leader Class Walmart exclusive Netflix Optimus Prime. And that, my friends, completes the comparisons. Let's do a quick look at Perceptor in his robot mode. As you can see, he's got his handy dandy lenses right there. And you can look through them, although they don't really magnify. Nice paint on the face, the eyes, this gold piece right here. The tampo behind the clear plastic there. And that looks to be pretty much all the paint apps except for these knobs. And right here, and right here, and right here, and I'll bump the camera again, and these knobs. The face, this paint around the clear plastic, and right here, and the Autobot Tampo. And that looks to be like all the paint apps on this figure. Alright, let's take a look at his articulation, and we'll move that down out of the way for just a minute. He doesn't really look up. He looks down just a little bit. He will do the full Exorcist. He does got some waggle in there. Ooh. At the shoulder, the arm comes out to about 90 degrees. Does spin around 360 degrees. You can see it's on a ball joint there. Upper bicep cut on a mushroom peg for 360 degrees of rotation. A single hinge at the elbow gives you a little better than 90 degrees, but not by much. Hands can move in and out as part of transformation, but I don't really count that as any kind of real articulation there. Let's see, 360 degrees of spin at the waist, and there I go bumping stuff again. I'm just the bumpiest bumper. Kicks up that high, which is pretty good. Kicks back like a mule. Does have a cut at the upper thigh on a mushroom peg for 360 degrees of rotation. And then he has this funky thing. Woo, I can do all kinds of crazy dances. As part of transformation. I don't really count that as part of the articulation, but it's there if you want to do something crazy with it. At the knee gives you much better than 90 degrees on that single hinged knee joint. And then I guess you could say he has toe tilt, but you really can't do anything with that downward toe tilt. He does have ankle tilt, but nothing forwards and back. So he does get about a 90 degree ankle tilt there, so that's pretty darn good. And that's a look at Perceptor in his robot mode. For final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie, Deluxe Class Perceptor. This being my first and only Perceptor, I have to say I pretty much like it. I think it does all three modes pretty well. When you take a look at least pictures, in my case, of the G1 Perceptor and his appearances in the movie and the cartoon, I think this is a pretty good representation of the figure. Now it does, we got gaps and waffles and holes, but the legs are pretty clean. The lower half of the legs anyway. The inner thighs are still kind of messy. But I'm sure there will be kits to fix that if you are inclined to do so. I'll probably just leave him as is. But I like this figure. I've waited a long time to get my hands on a Perceptor. I came super close to getting a KO Titans Returns Japanese version. It was a KO of the Japanese version of the Titans Returns Perceptor that came with the little ram horn, or I don't remember what his name is. But I didn't end up getting that one. I ended up getting this one. So again, I'm pretty pleased with it. I do kind of wish I had gotten that Titans Returns Perceptor, so then I'd at least have something to another Perceptor to compare it with, other than just pictures that I looked at. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each and every view counts, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just to help the channel out further. That would be completely awesome. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.